November 4, November Tango, NN4NT.
Roger. NT, this is KC9VKV. What's the name there?
NT, this is KC9VKV. What's the name there?
Yeah, the name is Rob, Romeo Oscar Bravo, and I'm delighted to hear that you're recording these so I can see what I sound like here. I've never done that before. And let's see, I'm and KPA 500 amp dipole here. Go ahead.
Roger, Rob. There's Rob. Romeo Oscar Bob. Roger.
Bob, Roger.
That's right, Romeo Oscar Bravo. That's correct.
Roger. Now I'm copying you on the Arlington SDR, and the Arlington SDR is the only one that has actual flat frequency response down to 100 cycles. The rest of these SDRs tend to roll off at about 250 to 300 cycles. So I'm copying you fairly full range, and it's sounding good, but if you would give me about 10 seconds and let me hear you for that distance, I would appreciate that. Tell me about your antenna system in 10 to 15 seconds.
Appreciate that. Tell me about your antenna system in 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay, very good. Yes, the antenna is just simply a dipole in the tree behind the house here, and instead of running the 101 Heil Pro 7 sketch set, and I have it set up, or have the equalizer set up as is listed on the Heil website, but I've never really had any feedback of it. Just some folks saying, "Oh, you sound good." So sounds like you've got a discerning ear there. So I'd like to hear what your thoughts are. Back to you. NN4NT.
Roger, Rob. Now, I am copying you only a couple of dB over my noise level, so maybe we could check a couple of things and maybe we can get your signal up. First thing would be to engage your compressor at a 3. Engage that compressor at a 3. It's a token amount, but it does what we need it to do. Once you get your compressor engaged at a 3, I want you to move to your ALC with mic gain in hand, and as you speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, I want you to adjust your ALC where it's running mid-scale to 2/3 by way of a mic gain manipulation. Mic gain set to where your ALC is running mid-scale to 2/3. Roger?
Where your ALC is running mid-scale to 2/3. Roger.
Roger. Turned on the processor and turning up the mic gain now. I think I'm pretty close to half scale. Mic gain is almost all the way up. You're probably familiar with the 101 series. They have this Alpha Mike Charlie AMC, which interacts with the mic gain, so you can't crank it necessarily all the way up there. But I wonder if that helped any. Go ahead.
Oh, yes, sir. You're much fuller now, so we can communicate fairly easily as long as Mother Nature doesn't do any more degradation. Now, do you know where your equalization page is on that radio?
Do you know where your equalization page is on that radio?
Yeah, it'll take me a minute here to get to it, but yeah, I think I can find that here when I'm not transmitting. So yeah, let me try to find that.
Or I'll tell you what, you could just take notes. What radio are you running today, sir?
I'll tell you what, you could just take notes. What radio are you running today, sir?
Yeah, it's the Yaesu FTDX-101D. 101 Delta, so that's the lower power version. But yeah, that sounds like a good plan because it does take a while to find my way there. But yeah, so what are your thoughts?
A little more top-end EQ, a little more treble EQ, I would say +3 clicks. Additional boost, treble EQ from where you are. Roger?
Clicks, additional boost, treble EQ from where you are. Roger?
Roger. Increase the treble by about 3 clicks or so, and yeah, okay. Well, I can certainly do that, and I'm getting ready for a special event operation this weekend, and I really wanted to get things tweaked up here, so I will certainly do that.
Roger that, and I think that'll put you in pretty good shape there. Again, check your ALC to be sure your mid-scale is 2/3, and the actual sweet spot is halfway between the mid-scale and 2/3. So you need to be sure you're on the one side at 2/3 and on the other side somewhere on mid-scale. Right in that area is the sweet spot, Roger.
On mid-scale, right in that area is the sweet spot, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close to that right now. I've got the mic gain up 100%. As I said, that interacts with the ANC control. And I probably can adjust that a little bit, but I'm pretty doggone close to what you're talking about there.
Roger that, Rob, and make sure also that your radio is in the 100 to 2900 bandpass. 100 to 2900 bandpass, Roger.
Bandpass. 100 to 2900 bandpass, Roger.
Roger, Roger. I'm fairly certain I'm there, but I will double check that as well. Yeah, thank you.
All right, and one other thing, it's you sound like you might be just ever so slightly low on frequency. Check your frequency. We're on 7188.000, 7188.000, and maybe also check your clarifier to see if you may have your clarifier engaged, Roger.
To see if you may have your clarifier engaged, Roger.
Yeah, I was a few hertz off there, and I'm on 7188 right now, and the clarifier is off. So is that improved any?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are there now. Otherwise, you were almost on the verge of Darth Vader, Roger.
Otherwise, you were almost on the verge of Darth Vader, Roger.
Okay, very good. Yeah, not being familiar with your voice, of course, I wasn't sure where I should be, but you sounded pretty good. But you do sound better now, so I'm right there on .000. So, all right, very good. Hey, appreciate the input there. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, let me say 73 to you, sir, and you have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. And if you get a chance, join us next Friday. This is the KC9VKV Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net, and we're headed towards 5 o'clock, and we turn into a pumpkin at 5 o'clock. So, gosh, if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
So, gosh, if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.